I mean, it's 2017 and we still don't have teleportation. So get on that, government. Hey guys, it's Alyssa, and today I'm going to be doing a storytime vlog for you guys because why not? I love traveling, I love going to new places, I like meeting new people, going on adventures, or even going to places that aren't my home. Like they can be like 20 minutes away or an hour away, and I love it. And how people get places these days is transportation. And sometimes when you have a plan to take transportation vehicles, something goes wrong. And being as I've been in these situations before, I wanted to share with you guys these stories about how I've taken a plane or a train and crazy things have happened. So the first two stories I'm going to talk about are when I've taken a plane somewhere. Or had to take a plane somewhere, because one of these stories is actually a cancellation. So my first story actually just happened like literally a month ago. My family and I were going to San Diego. So I live in New York and we were flying all the way to California, which if you're flying there, it's about a 6-hour flight. The day that we were actually going, it snowed that morning in New York. Our flight was originally at around 4:30 p.m., but then we kept getting notifications that our flight was being delayed an hour, another hour, another hour. The latest it got delayed to when we got to the airport was 7:30. But my family and I still wanted to get there the same time that we originally were gonna get there, which was 2 o'clock. Because you never know, sometimes if your flight is delayed, they might send you a notification saying, oh, never mind, it's not delayed anymore, so it's still taking off at 4:30. So we got there at a good time, we got to our gate, and our gate wasn't even assigned to our San Diego flight. So we're sitting there for about 2 hours, and we get a notification telling us that our flight has changed gates, and it's now leaving at 6:30 instead of 7:30. So we left the gate that we were at to go to the new gate that our flight was assigned to. And again, we're sitting there, we only had to sit there for another hour instead of another 2 hours. Then they announced that they're getting ready to board us. We're waiting around for them to, say, okay, we're gonna call the seats now, get ready, until the lady who works at the desk by the gate says, okay, so this is a brand new plane that we're giving you. It's never been flown before, so you're the first people on it. So then, because our new plane has snow on it or ice on it, they take it to like a little station and they kind of like wash it off with this special like spray to make sure like there's no ice that forms and it's okay to fly. So that took another like half an hour. So we get an announcement from the pilot saying that someone on the plane has fallen ill. So we had to go back to the gate. They dropped off whoever it was. I don't know why. I don't know if they were just so ill that they couldn't fly. I don't know why they were delayed 5 hours, so I don't know why they just started feeling ill now. So we did not take off until 8:30 p.m., which means we didn't land in California until 12:30 p.m. California time, which in New York is 3 o'clock in the morning. The second plane story is when I was moving out of my dorm room in college my junior year. The plan every year when I moved out at the end of the school year, my mom would come up, we would move all my stuff out and put it into a rental car. Then we would bring it to a storage unit place, put everything in there, take the rental car to the airport and fly back home, and I didn't have to deal with anything. But this particular year, my mom and I did everything that we were supposed to do. She came up, got a rental car, we put everything away, we moved out, we put everything in the unit, and then we were like, you know what, we have time before our flight, let's go get some lunch. We're sitting at the restaurant and I check my phone and I go to my email. And it says I got a notification saying that my flight was canceled. And then my mom calls and they said that they canceled all flights leaving from the airport to New York. Due to this cancellation abruptly, my mom decided to call and say that we're gonna keep the rental car because we need to drive down to Long Island. And it's not such a bad drive, but what could have been a 40-minute flight became a 6-hour drive. So another quick story I'm going to talk about is, I have a lot of these kind of stories for trains, but I'm going to just tell this specific one because it's really short. So sometimes with trains, things happen. Sometimes the cables are down, sometimes they're doing road work, sometimes people do stupid things and drive over the tracks. So my friend Matt and I, when we went to New York Comic-Con back in October, we took the train in every single day because that's how we got to the city and that's how we got to Comic-Con. The last day that we went, we just got out of a panel and we were like, okay, time to go home, let's go to the train. We walk in and everybody's going crazy. People are running around and trying to figure out stuff. And we found out that something happened at one of the stations, so all the trains that were on like the north shore of the island were canceled. So the only trains that were working are from the south shore. Now my friend Matt and I, we live around the middle of the island, and we had his car parked at a station in the middle of the island. And none of the trains that were running were going to that station. It's late at night, people are freaking out, people are leaving Comic-Con and going on the trains, and I think there was a concert that night somewhere, so that's even more madness. So we're like, oh my god, what do we do? How do we get to where we need to go when there's no trains going there? So my mom, being the greatest woman that she is, said that I'll pick you up from one of the stations, so you have to grab that specific train going there. We got on a train, we went to like a station, my mom picked us up, and then we had to drive at least 20 minutes back to the station where my friend Matt's car was, so he can get his car. So yeah, sometimes when you travel and you make plans, or if you have to go somewhere important, things happen. You're awesome, I'm awesome, and thank you for watching this video, and if you like it, you should like it, and if you want, you can press subscribe to find out when I post videos, which come out really whenever I really want to post them. And leave a comment below with any traveling, disastrous transportation stories, whether you were on a road trip and maybe your car ran out of gas, or you had a flat tire, or if you took a plane like me and it was canceled or delayed. And I'll see you guys around. Okay, have a great day. Bye. Woo! Welcome to the new ending screen. I don't know what it looks like right now because future me is gonna make it. So past me, which is current me, doesn't know. Anyway, if you want to watch my last video, click where my last video is. It will take you there. And if you want to subscribe or check out my channel, the icon with me will be where you do that. So whether you're on your mobile device or on the YouTube on your browser, it's easy to click on. So I feel like new year, new ending screen. I know that's not the saying because it's usually new year, new me, but for YouTube, new year, new ending screen. I feel like a lot of YouTubers are doing this. So, the end. I'm sorry. This is the end.